Sir, how do you respond to the drug use accusations made by no less than your sister, Senator Amy Marcos, against you and the First Family?
For a while now, we've been very worried. The lady that you see talking on TV is not my sister. Good afternoon, everyone. I suppose this is, you can consider this uh, the next chapter of my continuing reportage to the people about all of the developments concerning the flood control mess that we are confronting right now. Today, what what I will be showing you is because alam nyo yung una, there were three phases to the entire process. The first phase was to find out what the ghost projects were, what were the sub-spec projects that were made, what were, etc. Yung problema. The second part is to find out who was responsible so that they can be answerable to the people for whatever it is that they may have done. Kung may kickback na malaki, kung hindi binuo, sinong gumawa niyan, hinanap natin. So that's the second part. The third part is what reforms are we instituting? What did we learn from all of this? From all of this catharsis that we had to go through? What have we learned? One of the things, isa sa pinakamahalagang bagay na maliwanag na lumabas sa lahat ng mga investigasyon, sa lahat ng mga pangyayari, ay nawalan tayo ng transparency. Hindi nakikita ng tao kung ano talaga ang pangyayari sa loob ng pamahalaan. Kaya naman kung ano-anong ginagawa, walang nagsusumbong dahil hindi nakikita na itatago nila. Etong mga wrongdoers na ito, tinatago nila yung kanilang kalokohan. Dahil hindi naman masilip ng pangkaraniwan na tao o kahit ng mga opisyal kung minsan. Maalala ninyo, there was a case that a governor wanted to inspect a flood control project. Yung kontratista ayaw papasukin yung governor doon sa mismong may pulis pa silang kasama. Pinigilan yung governor. That's how bad all of the transparency situation was. Kaya tayo nandito ngayon upang i-roll out, let me use that word, the DPWH Transparency Portal. And ito ay isang sistema na ating binuo upang kahit sino, hindi kailangan opisyal, kahit sino, na kung nais nilang maghanap na impormasyon tungkol sa isang project, tungkol sa project dun sa kanilang lugar, ay maaari nilang gawin. Kaya ito po, yan yung, that is the title page. And let us use, namili kami para madaling pag-demonstrate, namili kami ng halimbawa, itong Eliseo Trinidad Access Bridge Project sa Pampanga River. Kung titignan ninyo, gamitin nyo yung search bar, makikita ninyo agad sa portal ang implementing office, ang contractor, ang halaga ng proyekto, ang accomplishment, completion date, at yung report. At agad-agad, kung meron kayong tanong, may issue tungkol sa proyektong yan, pwede ninyong pindutin ang report. Yan. Kung saan maaari ninyong itag ang proyektong bilang completed, defective, duplicate, unfinished, o ghost. Kung hindi naman, pwede ninyong makita ang ibang impormasyon pa tungkol sa proyekto tulad ng location data, kung nasaan, pati may lagay natin sa mapa, ang location data, map view, at saka yung eksaktong location ng proyekto. Meron ding tab para sa procurement detail. Paano ba pinocure ang mga materials para dito? kung saan naman makita ang approved budget para sa isang kontrata, mga petsa ng procurement activities, kailan yung mga buying doon sa mga sa gamit, kung kailan na-advertise, kailan pinabid, kailan inaward, at iba pang mga detalye ng mga kontraktor na lumahok sa bidding at ang mga winning bidder. Meron naman sa document stub, pindutin yan. Document stub naman, maaaring ma-view o ma-download ang mga ito. Ito dahil ginagawa natin full disclosure. Dahil karapatan na malaman ng lahat kung paano ginagastos ang pera ng bayan. Bawat proyekto, merong geotag na photo. Saan yung photo? Yan. Geotag na photo. Geotag, ibig sabihin may location, very specific location. Mula simula, habang ginagawa, at hanggang matapos, kung may ghost project, madaling makita ito. Ito ay patunay na ang ating transparency ay may kasamang traceability. Ang isa sa pinakamagandang feature ng Transparency Portal sa pagtutulungan ng DPWH, Philippine Space Agency at ang pribadong sektor, maaari nyo rin makita ang satellite na images nito. Ito, kagaya niyan. Tiyakin natin na kung may makitang hindi tama o labag sa batas, aksyonan natin kaagad. Lalong-lalo na pag ito ay naituro sa atin ng ating mga kababayan. Kaya paulit-ulit kong sinasabi, lahat ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino, huwag kayong magdalawang isip na meron kayong isumbong ninyo para mapag-aralan namin, matignan namin, ma-assess namin kung talagang may problema o hindi. Para naman mas madali ang pagtatanong, meron tayong AI, gumagamit na tayo ng AI assistant, na sasagot sa inyong specific queries sa Pilipino man o sa Ingles. Dinisenyo ito para makatiyak na kahit hindi ka techie, kahit hindi ka technical, madaling-madaling ayusin ito. English at saka Pinoy at saka Tagalog, pwedeng gamitin ito. Halimbawa, gusto mong malaman ang mga proyekto kontra baha sa Kupang, Muntinlupa. Tutulungan tayo ng AI portal na makalap ng lahat ng informasyon tungkol sa barangay na ito sa Muntinlupa. Kagaya niyan. Hindi. Ito. Dito nasa kanan. Ayun. Alright. Kung halimbawa naman, kayo interesado sa mga proyekto, ipapabid pa lang. Available naman sa portal na ito ang live streaming ng lahat ng ongoing procurement activities ng DPWH. Nag-live na ba nag-live na ba tayo dito sa... Ayan. Ayan na. Kakasimula lang nito kaya tinatanong ko kung nag-live na mo, kung nag-live na nga. Ayan, yung pwedeng manood sa mismong bidding process. Gaya na lamang ng mga proyekto ito ng DPWH sa NCR na kasalukuyan ay pinapabid ngayong araw. Ito na nga. Pinapabid ngayong araw, ididirekta tayo ng portal sa page kung saan maaari ninyong mapanood live ang bidding process. Ito mas komprehensibo sa ating Sumbong sa Pangulo website dahil talagang napakarami na ang informasyon. Ang Transparency Portal ay hindi lang isang website. Ito ay isang pangako. Ito ay isang sagot na digital na pader laban sa korupsyon ay magpapatibay sa ating paniniwala. Ang pamahalaan bukas, tapat at nakikinig sa sambayanan. Kaya hiyakatin natin ang bawat Pilipino na makialam kayo, magtanong at mag-monitor. Gamitin natin ang bagong portal na ito. Magkasama natin itayo ang isang bagong Pilipinas mas maayos, mas matibay na infrastruktura at buo ang tiwala ng tao sa kanilang pamahalaan. Maraming salamat. Meron lang ako idadagdag. Meron na rin palang portal just as a postscript meron na rin ganito ang SSS at saka ng PhilHealth. Kaka-report ng DICT sa akin. So that is one of the this is one of the reforms na nanggaling sa aming natutunan sa experience na ito, sa kakaimbestiga, sa kakahanap sa mga proyekto na flood control na talagang maraming problema. Kaya't sa aking palagay, alam nyo, the sunlight is the best medicine. So open everything up to the sunlight because the people need to know. I hope that this will satisfy this will satisfy our need and our desire that with the process now that people have no faith in, na walang katiwa-tiwala ngayon ang taong bayan. Hindi mo naman sila masisi, pero wala silang tiwala sa sistema ngayon. Ay sana naman ito ay maibalik natin ang kumpiyansa ng ating mga kababayan sa ating pamahalaan. At I know it is just the first step, but it is just the first step. We will keep going on this. All right? Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Ang unang tanong po, Mr. President, kay Raquel Bayan ng Radyo Pilipinas.
Good afternoon po, Mr. President. Sir, yung sumbong sa Pangulo Portal naging... Dito pa, sir.
There you go. Oh, there.
Sir, yung sumbong sa Pangulo Portal, naging effective po siya kasi may direct access po kayo doon. Kayo po mismo yung sumisilip ng mga information na dinadala doon. With this transparency portal, sir, magkakaroon rin po ba kayo ng access dito? And if not, paano po tayo makakasiguro na tama yung mga information na ilalagay dyan?
Good question. Oh, tama. We have to, kasi kailangan talaga paulit-ulit natin tinitignan ito to make sure, first of all, that kasi baka mapalitan yung mga information, baka mapalitan yung mga numero, mga date, whatever it is. We will make sure, we will be constantly monitoring this. Mabuti nga na may AI na kasi that makes the job much easier. That it will make sure that the data has not, the base data has not changed. You can already program it to do it every second, di ba? So, yes, we will employ all of those tools.
Ang susunod na tanong, Mr. President, related pa rin sa portal, Evelyn Quiroz.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Clarification lang po, ito pong portal, ginawa po ng DPWH with the help of PADSI, Philippine Aerospace po.
No, they came in doon sa satellite imaging.
Opo.
Doon yung pinipicture nung ano.
Doon po sa...
Oo. Kasi pag may request kami na tignan itong project na ito, actually monitoring din yan eh. I don't know if you noticed, yung picture na pinakita namin sa iyo was a work in progress hanggang natapos. It was a flood control dike na mahaba. It started, saan yun? Yung tinitignan natin kanina. Anyway, it was one of those and that's constant naman ang monitoring. Before, hindi natin ginagawa.
And then, follow up po, Mr. President. Pinakita po kanina dito yung actual bidding po sa isang lugar kung saan man pong DP District Office. Pero yung pre-qualification po ba, yung before po na actual bidding, kasama din po ba dito sa portal natin? No,
because the pre-qual is not sabak na lang yung pupunta. Yung sa the pre-qual is not done like that way. The pre-qualification is done in an office pinag-usapan na kinokomperensya yan. So it's not useful for anybody to watch it. Pero kung merong ginagawa doon sa pre-qualification, lalabas sa bidding yan eh. Ba't yan lang ang nag-bid? Ba't nawala si ganito, si ganyan, si ganyan, si ganyan? Di ba? Lalabas yan eh.
Mr. President,
last
question na lang po.
Sure.
Yung pong sinabi nyo kanina, nag-start po yung from anong agency, how much, sino po yung contractor, yung pang hanggang sa matapos, meron po tayong picture from start to finish. Pero na-consider din po ba ng DPWH na, kasi po ito pong na-file natin ng mga cases sa Sandigan Bayan, kasama po sa mga issue na warrant of arrest, yung po sa mga district offices na mga chief ng planning, sila po yung nagre-review o tumitingin po actual sa mga project. Kasama po ba yun na kinonsider din po na pwedeng private na lang po yung parang mga PMO na ginagawa ng mga private offices po? Kung pwede.
Again, hindi ko naintindihan.
Kasi po ngayon, bawat district po, meron po tayong tinatawag na hepe ng planning, ng
Sure.
ano
Oo.
po yun,
Oo.
secretary.
Oo.
Sila po yung titingin kung ano po yung actual. Yun nga po, dito nga po nagka-problema, hindi ho ba napapalusot? Na-consider po ba, or pwede po ba natin i-consider na magkaroon ng private mga engineers, yung mga PMO na tinatawag po? Para maiwasan po yung maulit ito. Kasi po ang purpose po natin ay maiwasan to, ma-resolve. So, pwede po bang ma-consider yun? Kasi po sa private, yun po ang alam kong ginagawa, Mr. President.
Oo nga.
Thank you po.
Third party? Pwede. Third party inspector? If that's what's necessary, I just hope it doesn't. Basta hindi patagalin yung proseso, bakit hindi? Who will pay for it?
Thank you, Mr. President. The next question from Maricel Halili.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good
Sir,
afternoon.
on other issue, after the statement of Malacanang that E.S. Bersamin has voluntarily filed his resignation, E.S. Bersamin also spoke to the media saying that he was asked to resign. So, sir, first, was he asked to resign? Why did you decide to let go of both E.S. Bersamin and Secretary Pangandaman? And what does it say about the cabinet that E.S. and Secretary Pangandaman were dragged into this issue?
Well, you know, the question about the Chief Luke and myself, wala nag-usap na kami. And we understand each other, and we decided to keep it between ourselves. There's no bad blood, there is no acrimonious feeling there, so that's fine. Si Sec Mina, because her name was dragged into the whole thing. You know, it makes it clear that whatever is going on, kung ano man ang mga questioning, kung ano man ang mangyayari, we want to be sure that she's not in a position where she might be suspected of influencing all that. Kasi when she's out of government, wala na siyang influensya. So hindi mo masasabing inayos niya yung kaso niya.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have time for 2 more questions, Mr. President.
All right.
Anna from GMA News Online.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how do you respond to the drug use accusations made by no less than your sister, Senator Amy Marcos, against you and the First Family? Sir, were you hurt by her accusations, and how do you explain these claims to the public?
It's anathema to me to talk about family matters generally in public. I do not like to. We do not like to show our dirty linen in public. I'll just say this much. For a while now, we've been very worried about my sister. When I say we, I'm talking about friends and family. And the reason that is because the lady that you see talking on TV is not my sister. And that view is shared by our cousins, our friends. Hindi siya yan. Hindi siya yan. So that's why we worry. So we are very worried about her. I hope she feels better soon.
Sir, quick follow-up lang po. Nagkausap na po ba kayo, sir? Or do you intend to talk to your sister?
We don't really, we no longer travel in the same circles, political or otherwise. So no.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
President.
sir.
Thank
For
you.
the last question, Kat Domingo, ABS-CBN.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Sir, we understand that you earlier mentioned that you do not want to dignify statements from former you do not want to dignify statements from former Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldico, but he came out with a recent video claiming that you received over 50 billion, if I'm correct, in kickbacks. We know that you don't want to respond to this anymore, but the public begs for your answer. How do you actually convince the public that in this battle of he said versus you said, how do you convince the public that you are the more credible side of the story, and how do you respond to his allegations directly?
Well, look at the quality of the statements. Alam mo, mahaba nang naging mga usapan natin tungkol sa fake news. Anyone can go online and make all kinds of claims and say all kinds of things, paulit-ulit. But it means nothing. For it to mean something, umuwi siya rito. Harapin niya yung mga kaso niya. Kung meron siyang gusto sabihin, sabihin niya. Malalaman naman ng tao yan eh. Patunayan. But come home. Come home. Ba't ka nagtatago sa malayo? Ako, hindi ako nagtatago eh. Kung meron kang akusasyon sa akin, nandito ako. Gawin niyo pareho. At para patas lang naman.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. President. That ends our
All right.
press conference
Thank you.
this afternoon. Thank you very much.